Hey, how you guys doing? This is William Myers from Mantis Outdoors, and today I have a product to show you guys, so don't go away. Alright, so today I'm bringing you guys a flashlight headlamp, and this is something that I've had in my possession for quite a long time, probably a year or so. I really wanted to give this thing a workout and see what the battery life was, because you can't change the battery. So I wanted to make sure that this is something that's going to last. Okay, and this is a headlamp from Foxelli. Okay, and they approached me and asked if I wanted to do this headlamp, and after looking at it, I was thinking that I really did like it. I said, yeah, go ahead and send it to me. It's one of the first times I've ever really done that, have somebody actually send me something. And
you got that like last fall, didn't you?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Like I said, for my channel, just the integrity of my channel, I really just test the heck out of something before I do a video on it. But I really do like this for a lot of reasons, and all the pertinent information, the lumens and all that stuff's going to be in the description and on the video somewhere probably. But like I said, this has its own battery to it. The reason why I really like that is because you can charge the battery itself via USB, external hard drive. I always do that. External battery.
You did that last time.
I know, I always do that.
We tried to shoot this video once before and you kept calling it a hard drive.
I know, I do that all the time because I don't know, I just do it. But I like it because once the light is on, it has battery life indicator. So you can check on that, as much as you want. When it turns red, it needs charged. And like I said, you can just, plug up an external battery to this, charge it right up. The really good thing about this is that, it seals up very good. Some O-rings in there. And this is water resistant, I guess they say. But in my mind, it's pretty waterproof because I've dunked this thing in creeks and all kinds of stuff just to see how this is going to stand up to the test of time. And it fires right back up, no problem. So really easy to use. It comes with a top head strap. This light is so light that it does not need that. It is very comfortable without it. You don't need that top head strap, but if you choose to keep it on, so be it. It's up to you. But it's not going anywhere. It doesn't wiggle. It's very tight on your head, very comfortable, and it's adjustable. So if you need to adjust it to look down into a pack or something like that, I like that feature as well. It actually will come free of that harness as well, so you can definitely get a vertical look. It comes with a diffuser on it, so you can get that good hot spot, or you can put the diffuser on and get that wide flood that you're looking for. Either or. Comes with several different modes. Once you don't quote me on this, but as soon as you hit the button, it should be on like a medium, and then you hit the button again and that's high. Hit it again, that takes it all the way down to low. And if you notice something in the camera, it doesn't just switch like that. It actually has like a ramp down or ramp up, and that's good for the life of the Creed itself. And then it turns off. If you hold it, if it's on and you hold the button down, it goes into like an SOS mode. The options there, I never use those stuff like strobe lights and all that stuff. I never use anything like that, but the option is there. So let's go see if we can't kill this thing. Another really nice thing about this, it has an integrated whistle to it. So your headlamp can be used for signaling. It's just something that they added on. It's a good idea. Does it sell the product right out? No, but it is cool that they added something like that. It means that they're thinking outside the box. Really nice little addition to it. But go over here. Maybe this is hanging out of my bag or something. Whoops. Oh man. Freaking headlamp. It's wet in the creek, dude.
I thought you were gonna do that while it was on your head.
Yeah, yeah, right. Ah, it's full of water. Man, there's no way this thing's ever gonna work again, right? No issues. Being all sealed up, the indicator's still working, all that's still working. It's not the first time I've done this. You know, I don't feel the need to do like a nighttime test with this. It's a light, it's a good light, it works. It's more than enough to, you know, stun out an animal if you absolutely need to. More than enough to, you know, walk, get where you're going. Plus, it lasts a very long time without even needing charged. And then if it does need charged, it's possible to charge it in the field, you know, solar panel or an external battery.
Well, the thing with the nighttime stuff is not only that, but the cameras that we use aren't like $1,000 cameras that have big lenses that can pick up a lot of light. And the only flashlight test that we can actually really do so it shows up halfway decent is like tactical lights that are throwing like a really bright beam. When it comes to, like, you know, headlamps like this with the widespread and all that, yeah, you'll see it, but it's really not showing you through the video what we see with our eyes. So that's when you just kind of got to take our word for it. I mean,
even then,
it's a
most
headlamp.
nighttime tests, you know, it's hard to pick up exactly what we're seeing. You know, lights that have just a huge throw. You know, it's hard to say, yeah, look, it's all of this is lit up by that flashlight. You know, it's just really hard to express and to show exactly what we're seeing through a camera. You know, like Chris said, it's not like we have, you know, $1,500 setups on our cameras or anything like that. But, you know, that's why I'm saying, you know, it's really not necessary for me, in my opinion, to do a nighttime test of this, show you the beam, because it's a flashlight. I showed you the features of it. It works incredibly well. I've had this for over a year, and it's pretty much my go-to headlamp at this point. Alright guys, well there you go. This is just the headlamp that I wanted to bring to you guys. You know, the TH10, you know, that's one of the two headlamps that I use on a regular basis, this and the TH10. You know, the TH10 is way more brighter, you know, that's like 750 some odd lumens, but this is perfect. It's, you know, obviously it's packable, you know, can be fit, you know, I fit this into my hip pack sometimes, you know, so I always have, you know, a headlamp on me at all times, and it's a really good one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to click like, share, and subscribe down below, and we'll see. Not down there.
Oh, confused me.
Alright guys, we'll see you out in the woods.